Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Oakland Raiders. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On second down, Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Mike down. 180. Watch the curl. 29. 29. Mike 20.
Shotgun now for Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Check. 5 wide. Safety tree.
From the gun, it's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. What's that? 41 Mike. Right here, 41 Mike.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now, 49, guys. 180. 180, we're good, we're good. 180. Come to my world. Jam. That's up.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is no good. He missed it, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mike, middle. Watch twist. Jump. Check. Number West. Pass 85.
Now a give, right side. Young. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st down, Drake. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To the air, Allen. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 3, check Wrangler.
To the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Running is Jacobs, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a carry for Jacobs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Taking it about the 16. Wow, evasive.
Make them miss.
Might have needed just one more block. As it stands, 37-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Hey, I love it. 56. Check. Go. 50, Mike, 50. Hey, I'm coming. Hey, Mike 50.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 12. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Mike 20. Hey, check. Crunch.
Throwing on second and long. Carr. This will be caught by Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
We're good. You want it, It's a hard. Mike 20. Hey, 6-18. Mike 20. Hey, let's get this.
From the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Go.
On first and 10, here's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfrow. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now, Carr again. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a second down.
Down. 180. Check 41. I got one. Hey. White.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And finding the tight end, Wilson.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Carr. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Matt Milano in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Throwing his Carr on third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never got a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And now look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Ready, 1. We down. Bravo. 41 to Mike.
To throw, it's Carr. Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Mike 20. You can't block me.
Now a play fake. Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Carr now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marcell Ateman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Got an open man. It's Ateman. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 8 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, it's Carr. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Carr. Flushed out right. Wilson's got it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here's Carr. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On play action, now Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
694.
Operating from the gun, Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Carlson is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Drake will start the drive on the ground. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
26-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaq Lawson, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Watch the screen. Hey, 734. Mike 20, Mike.
Now Carr. Looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Drake. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the grab by Croft. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Check, 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 check. Pilot, 64, weak. Watch twins. Watch twins. Take four, take four.
On first down, it's Drake. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. No. X3, 218, chopper.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
16 yards.
52.
First down, Bills.
25, check 20. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 13, check 13.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. Elsewhere around the NFL, 3rd quarter now in Los Angeles. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. His throw incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw his Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
We're good, we're good. You wide, Eddie? Blue 80, it's it. Here I come again. That's it.
On first down, Carr. Caught by Wilson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Monday, down. 180.
Hey, let's get in them holes. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
White Monday, down. Hey, Raider 2. He's a hot. 280.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Down. 180.
You ain't going nowhere. Sponge.
Hey, 734.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Out to his left. And he completes it to Wilson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Down. 180.
49. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Carr. Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Right back to Drake. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Drake. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check alert. 50. Check 37. Check 37.
Protein spill.
Alert.
Hey, switch gears.
Running, it's Drake. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the ship. Hey, alert. Watch the ship. Check. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll run with Drake. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Let's go. Do it.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bills, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.